Line 9 Sports.
Well, on a night that we were prepared to go on the air with the latest on the NFL draft, only one man managed to top that story. Aaron Rodgers will remain in Green Bay through 2019, and that comes as happy news to not only fans but also his teammates. Jermichael Finley tweeting out a congratulations to the Packers quarterback, saying, quote, "Every dinner on you, sir. Let's go." And now with the contract extension finalized, Rodgers is grateful.
Having the respect of my teammates and the fans means a lot to me. This is a special place to play. You look on the walls around the facility as I was walking around a few minutes ago, realizing you're among greatness. And there's been a lot of players who've come before you and allowed you to have this kind of opportunity that we all have and that I have.
Rodgers and the Packers getting the deal done just 8 years after being drafted in the first round. And speaking of the draft, 32 players saw their NFL dreams come true last night. So who will join Dayton Jones as the newest members of the Green and Gold? We're close to finding out. Let's join Nick O'Brien back at Packers draft headquarters in Green Bay.
Yeah, David, we're only an hour into the draft here, and the Packers are getting closer to their second-round pick. Now, last night's first round was a little unusual because of the lack of skill position players taken. No quarterbacks, only one quarterback was taking, no running backs. That's already been doubled here in the second round. The first round was nonetheless dominated by linemen, and the Badgers landed one of their linemen in the first round. Offensive lineman Travis Frederick is headed to Dallas to play for the Cowboys as the franchise used their 31st overall pick to grab him. The 340-pounder played a big role in the Badgers' run game, blocking for Monte Ball, the record breaker there. This past season, he earned first-team All-Big Ten honors as a center, and Wisconsin has now had a player taken in the first round of the draft for the last 3 seasons. So that's impressive nonetheless. David?
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how the future rounds play out. And Nick, I wanted to ask you about our other big story. You were in the locker room when Aaron Rodgers spoke to the media. What did he have to say about the timing of this deal?
Well, there was irony there, David, with the timing. 8 years ago this weekend, Rodgers was snubbed by a number of teams in the draft, and the Packers took a chance on him that day, taking another chance on him today, putting forth so much money to their franchise quarterback. So it should be interesting to see how much better Aaron Rodgers can get with the dollar signs in front of his name.
Yeah, 8 years later, 7 more to go. Nick O'Brien, thank you. We'll check in with you tonight at 10 for an update on the draft. And a look at the remaining picks for the Packers. We're getting close to that 25th pick in the second round. Ted Thompson will also have the 26th pick in the third round tonight. Rounds 4 through 7 are tomorrow, including a compensatory pick in the 5th round. So they'll have 2 chances in that stage of the draft. And they'll also have late picks in the 6th and 7th rounds as well. We'll have coverage of every pick this weekend here on Newsline 9, your official Packers station. So once again, a really big weekend. In case you're wondering, Manti Te'o was just chosen by the San Diego Chargers. I know some people were wondering about that.
Yeah, you know, the story that surrounded him, a lot of people talked about that, kind of faded off, but now maybe the chatter will resume.
Yeah, so the draft continues.
All right. Thanks, David.